Yo, what's up guys, it's Lun-Gi. So today I'll be showing you a new Snake Eyes combo. So this is utilizing the new Snake Eyes Diabellstar card coming in Legacy of Destruction. Now it does change the combo a little bit. So it does add an extra layer of disruption for the combo, making it a little bit stronger than it was before. So let's take a look at it. So of course it's a one card combo, starting with Snake Eyes Ash. We're going to Poplar. Yeah, very standard stuff here. Fuel spell, and then we activate Flamberge in the back row, and then we'll use Snake Eyes Ash to special summon Snake Eyes Diabellstar straight from the deck, and then we'll use Flamberge's graveyard effect to summon back our Poplar and our Snake Eyes Ash. So at this point we are on 5 summons, I think. So let's just go back a bit. Okay, previous. All right, so at this point we are definitely on 5 summons. So if your opponent does have Nibiru, so they can Nibiru you, and then that will trigger your Poplar's effect in the graveyard. So you can put Snake Eyes Diabellstar in your back row, and then you can use its effect in the back row to special summon itself, and then you can put something like Flamberge in the back row, and then you can use a token and Snake Eyes Diabellstar to make IP. Where are you? To make IP Masquerena. And then you can pass turn. In your opponent's turn, you can trigger the field spell to summon your Flamberge Dragon from the spell and trap zone. And then you can use your Masquerena and your Flamberge to make like SP Little Knight. So you can still play through Nibiru with the combo. Alright, so put Snake Diabellstar in the back row. So so this wasn't in the combos before, put Knight early. So to affect monsters, basically when a monster, it points to activate its effect. You can use this effect to target an effect monster your opponent controls, and then change its attack to 0, and then also negate its effects. So you put this next to Flamberge, and then when you activate your Flamberge to summon something from the back row, then if they don't chain anything directly to it, then you can use put Knight after that to target a monster your opponent controls. So basically it's a targeting negation. Alright, so over here, alright, so we'll use Flamberge's effect to put our Masquerena in the back row, Snake Eyes Diabellstar to put Knight early in the back row, we'll go for Zealantis, summon back, and then we'll end our turn. Alright, so we want to be using the field spell to be summoning Put Knight early. So as soon as they summon something, we'll activate the field spell, we'll summon Put Knight. Alright, then they'll add Poplar. So Put Knight is next to Flamberge, so now it's live. Alright, so they'll try to summon that. We'll trigger Flamberge's effect. So over here they can actually chain block the Put Knight by chaining Wanted, but that wouldn't really be a big deal anyways. Alright, so we'll just negate the Poplar. Alright, so we'll go for Masquerena, banish the Ash, and then they chain Wanted, we banish the Poplar. So essentially you just want to make sure that they have like 0 monsters or 0 face-up cards as soon as possible, so that they can't really be making any pushes. So you got to just be popping the Snake Eyes cards as soon as you see them. You know, just pop. Yeah, to make sure that they don't have any like resources to try and break the field. So yeah, so that's essentially the play with your Snake Eyes Diabellstar. The card doesn't change the deck like all too much, but it does make it a little bit more flexible when you want to put some fire monsters here, and it also allows you to easily recycle your princess, because you could just use its effect to put princess in the spell trap zone and then summon this, and then you can summon back the princess if your opponent summons a monster. So that's also like another way to get princess like out of the graveyard. Yeah, so a bit more utility and a bit more power as well. Another effect that it has is on the field. So essentially, if it attacks a monster, you can, during the damage step, I think, you can put itself and the monster in the spell and trap zone, I think. Yeah, you can place both that bonus monster and this card face up in this owner's spell and trap zone. So it's non-targeting removal, I think. Yeah, so it's non-targeting removal, so it can basically remove anything that's not unaffected by by card effects or monster effects. So deck list, kind of standard, just adding this card. I like to play this. I know people like in the TCG they don't play this card, but I really like this card, Silvera. It's very good. It was useful when I was playing against like when I was testing against like Sam. I'd have like Silvera as an extra negation on top of like all the stuff that I had, so helping to negate like talents or any like spell cards or whatever. Also playing like Dramatic Rescue. TCG players aren't playing these cards, but I really like them in the deck, especially with like Snake Eyes Diabellstar. This actually becomes kind of like an extender now, so you can put Snake Eyes Diabellstar in your back row, and then you can just use its effect to summon itself out. So that's like a neat trick you can do now with Dramatic Chase. And then in the extra deck, so Tenpai Dragon is coming in April. Yeah, so basically this month in the TCG. So you're gonna need to use this card, Lyrilusc. Essentially, you don't take damage for the turn, and then you can retaliate on the next turn. So yeah, OCG players have been playing this card, and it's been giving them a better Tenpai matchup. Tenpai was doing much better in like early on, because like Fire King and Snake Eyes, they didn't really have any ways of like really stopping the OTK, because like your boards can easily be like cut through with like board breakers and stuff like that, and their monsters are like unaffected. So it's very hard for like Snake Eyes to use like their board to try and stop Tenpai. But as soon as they started using this card, and also another level 1 rank 1 bird, XYZ, they used to use it in Tritron format, the bird that's unaffected by card effects and can't die in battle or something. This one, they were using this one, unaffected by card effects. You can detach 2 materials and they can't be destroyed by battle, and they take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. So yeah, Snake Eyes and Fire King players started using these cards, and then that gave them a much better matchup against Tenpai Dragon. So you should definitely be playing one copy of this card. And if you're playing this card, you might as well play Zeus as well. Playing Zeus, and then the rest is kind of standard stuff. And then the Put Night Yearly is obviously, thanks to Snake Eyes Diabellstar, it becomes a lot more useful in this deck. And if it dies by card effect, it can actually summon itself back in the end phase, so allowing you to actually use its negation effect on your turn as well. So very nice stuff. Yeah, just ignore the side deck, but just like generic stuff. But you will have to play Cosmic Cyclone because of like Tenpai Dragon. Even if you go first, you just gotta have like Cosmic Cyclone to try and banish the field spell. And then obviously the Ghost Ogre as well. Some number of Ghost Ogre, you're gonna need that. But essentially, yeah, this is just like a general just to give you an idea of how to play the deck post Legacy of Destruction. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.